for another episode of the Free PMS Ladies Podcast Show.
Woo-woo!
Wow! Yes, girls. I think that's the first time in how many years we've been doing it that you were on point.
Don't lie.
Oh, gosh, right?
Yeah, we are back with more content.
First time this year.
A lot of people have been like, what's going on with you girls? Are you girls on drugs? What's going on? We're getting content all the time. We're getting episodes all the time. I'm like, please, don't get used to it. Okay, so let's start. We're going to go straight into some celeb goss. Snoop, please, what's going on?
Well, hate to disappoint the listeners. Ain't done my homework this week. But yeah. Well, the most important thing that is 1 year since Chadwick Boseman passed. So lots of love has been going out through social media from the fans.
Yeah.
And also his fellow celebrities. So just remembering him and remembering, working with him and how good he was and stuff like that. So yeah, and it seems surreal. Like it feels like a year's gone quick. You know, when people tell you stuff like this, you're like, damn, that's gone quick. To me, it's almost like maybe like, I don't know, half of that, you know, since we lost him, you know. But yeah, oh God. So he's one we're remembering at this time and period, and his family and his wife that he left behind. So yeah. So on the back of Kanye West Donna promotion.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry. So of lately, Kim was seen part of the show donning a wedding dress covered head to toe with veil and everything.
What?
Walking out, yeah.
Okay.
So there's footage of that all around, and it's kind of like sparked rumors that probably they're trying to work things out between themselves. Now, I don't think that I don't know, because obviously filing for divorce, I'm thinking to myself, maybe they're just trying to keep things amicable, do you know what I mean, kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, once you file for divorce, I know people can retract it, kind of thing like that, but it's kind of like you must have reached a certain point where you're like, nah, I'm filing these papers. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But maybe divorce is, going to be pulled, or maybe it's still an option. Maybe they're just working things out for the sake of the kids. But if they're in a good place, it seems, at the moment, whereby she's, ever so supportive, towards his career and stuff.
That's good.
And I guess maybe she's still just investing in the money that she's going to get.
There's the cynic.
I'm sure when he did his first kind of promo performance for the album or whatever, she was wearing like matching colours.
Yes.
Like the colour she was wearing, and he put down on stage, and
right from the beginning.
Yeah. So I mean,
but now she's coming out in a wedding frock, actually in the performance. So those ones were, she's in the audience with the kids and with her sisters or whatever. But now she actually partake in, the show kind of thing. And but again,
don't rap in the show. Now that we're going too far, but okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So again, Kanye wants to change his name to Ye.
Oh my gosh.
So he wants to legally change his name to that. To me, it's like, please don't go through the P. Diddy moment, Puffy, Puff Daddy, Puffy Diddy, whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, people already call you that. Do you really need it to be,
legalized? Yeah.
Legalized? I don't know. I don't get it. Do you get what I mean?
Someone who really wants to, who's honouring his mum. Your mum gave you that name. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what? If people want to call you that as your nickname or whatever, yeah, fine. So,
your stage name or whatever.
Oh my God. It sounds like Prince all over again. Like the next minute it'll be the squiggle. Like, oh, please. Oh.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he's doing well for himself. And another couple who's rumored.
Before we move off, Kanye, take your medication. If you're listening to this, please.
Oh my Lord.
Any rash decisions about anything, okay? Yeah, let's move. Let's keep it moving. Sorry.
Quavo and Sweetie are rumored to be hooking back up or working out. Yeah. Now, I don't know. After, like I was saying to you guys, after the Solange and Jay-Z moment in the elevator that they had, I thought that chapter's done. Do you know what I mean? But again, it's rumored. We haven't seen pictures of them together, but it's just whispering words talking from people. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. Would you go back there? Would you,
Can I get the car back?
It was quite messy. Publicly messy. I mean, would you go back there? I don't know. I mean, she's got, what did she get? He got her Bentley. She got a Rolls Royce, didn't she? Did she not up it? Back getting a Rolls Royce or something? Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, do you really need to, so soon? Do you really need to go back there? Do you know what I mean? Like, just continue to find yourself and develop your career, my love. That's how I feel.
I say, if you can get the car back, go back. That's me. Even if it's just for the car, even if we could just roll around for it in a month, that'd be good enough.
And then, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not really fussed. I'm not really bothered. I'm like, do you, man?
But yeah, watch this space. If anything else pops up, I will let you guys know. But yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. Thanks for that. And New Year, Nick, what's going on in TV land?
So I've caught up with Sisters season 3 now.
All the way.
I did that. Yeah, all of the episodes that have been released. Because there's that 4 I think I'm still waiting for to actually drop. Even though Tyler Perry's working on season 4 already, I've gone up to I think episode 11.
Right.
So I think this is the best season so far. Ooh. I have been laughing my arse off. Like, I've got dry humor.
Because of how bad the acting is, or what?
No, they've actually all picked up. The acting's got better, Snoop. Honestly, like
he paid for coaches, clearly.
No, I'm telling you this. Come on, did I not speak to you this week and was like, have you watched it? Have you watched it? Because there was one episode, it's episode 2 of the season so far, where I had to put it on repeat like 3 times because I was just crying with laughter. So I won't spoil it for you, but give them another go. Try season 3 because you will be catching some joke for Sisters. I won't spoil it. I'll give you guys about a week to watch it and then I'm going to spoil it.
Right, cool.
Yeah, so that's Sisters season 3. And then I've started a new show that's recommended to me by a much younger person called Sex Life on Netflix.
But Snoop recommended that to you. What do you mean? She's watched that or started watching it. Am I incorrect, Snoop?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
I should have known you would have watched it.
Oh, you know me, freaking freak. I had my moments.
Right, there you go. Because I should have known. So I'll do a little bit because then, have you watched it then, Snoop?
She's watched some of it. Yes, she has.
All of it.
Not all of it. You know, you got to pace yourself, innit?
Yeah. Okay.
Just go right in there. Yeah.
Just enough to get, to get a real good sense.
to get a little dribble on, yeah. So Snoop will chime in, yeah. I'll do the nice PC version, and she'll do the freak version.
No, I'm not saying no freaking. You do your piece, my love. What I do in my house and in my bedroom is none of the listeners' business. To yours.
So Sex Life is about a married housewife in the suburbs who's just had a second baby and is just kind of reminiscing about her glory days as a girl in the town.
As we all do.
Like your ex-boyfriends, your ex 3 times when you have one child on one titty and another child calling your name, and you're dressed like you're 50 years old, like you're coming from a little house on the prairie type of thing. So she starts writing in her journal on her laptop to kind of just get these fantasies out and all of that kind of stuff. And she was like a pretty writer before the kids and got married to this really successful man who absolutely loves her. Yeah. So she doesn't do nothing. She's got a maid, she's got a nanny. She doesn't want for nothing, do nothing, and she's still nice, and her husband's nice. That's nice looking. He's really nice. He's a nice husband. Like he'll be home on every evening, checks in on her with her, checks in with the kids. But there's always something missing.
Yeah. Really, he's not putting it down, is it?
He's not putting it down. He's tired at the end of the day. Like
he's a working man.
He's a hard working man. Like he brings in 7 figures.
You got to do the work at home too.
Well, he's just like, if I can just do it by myself, it's calm. Like. And to the point where she does it by herself because he doesn't finish her off. And from her glory days where she was getting the best like break your back, all kinds of stuff. Like, and then come to this, she's kind of like,
she wants that excitement back.
She wants that excitement. She wants the fulfillment back. She wants to finish together. Like, let's finish together.
Exactly. Let's finish together.
We started together. There you go. Let's finish together.
Take notes, man. We like to finish with you.
Oh gosh, gonna be steamy.
So I'll just so introducing it before we kind of move on. Her husband reads her journal.
Now
it's on the laptop, and I can't remember if he actually saw it say journal or he just the thing was open and he just started reading. And when he started reading, he just couldn't stop reading it. And obviously, the more you read, the more
he was getting turned on.
No, bitch.
No, shock. Like,
look how freaky would you be getting turned on reading your partner's journal,
talking about this man and that, all of these women that used to do stuff for you, and where you guys used to do it, and how you used to do it, and how often you used to do it.
He got a bit jealous, isn't it? He got a bit like he got super jealous, as in, like, he wasn't meeting, it made him feel small. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing.
Okay.
And so
then, let's not get all the way, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It sounds steamy. I might have to.
It's really good. And obviously, I think I showed you a
clip of someone's reaction, a grandma's reaction.
Yes, and that's how it started. That's how I got curious. I'm like, what's this? Why is grandma blushing? What's going on? So I watched it for myself, and I how you said you had to rewatch Sisters a couple of times. I had to rewatch that scene a little bit because I was like, now let's examine. Is that real? I took pictures, they delete it now. You know what I mean, sort of thing. But I was like, ooh, okay, nice.
Okay, so where can we watch?
Moving on.
Where can people check out this show? That's what we want to know.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
How many seasons in are we?
Season 1.
I don't know. Oh. Yeah, just the first season.
Yeah, just the first season.
I think
don't watch it with any kids. Don't watch it with your partner if your partner's a jealous person.
Yes.
Right. If your partner's cool, watch it with them. But if your partner, husband, whatever, lover, whatever, is jealous, like got a jealousy thing, just don't watch it. But
I'm gonna watch it on a late night.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So apparently the two main actors, not the husband, the lover and the woman, are actually dating in real life.
Ooh,
so
even better
off the back of this show. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
you're going to be getting some real stuff there. I mean, I know cameras and people are going to be there. So, but I'm sure there's a little bit more feeling going on there.
Yeah.
I had a good time. Just open a bottle of drink, whichever one is your flavor.
You don't even need to. The water will do you fine, boy. Because I tell you.
Set the mood, my love. Set the mood.
Unless you've got someone to set the mood with. But anyway, yeah.
You don't need no one.
No, you don't.
Well, not according to this show. You just get your own toys, Anyway, just watch the show. So that's called Sex Life, everyone, on Netflix.
Well, how many
we guys
in that one season? Is it 10?
I'm not sure. I haven't watched all. I haven't scrolled
through.
Go
check it out yourself, man.
I'm just want to give the listeners something.
Listeners, go check it out yourself, innit?
That's the least thing I was checking out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so good. What else?
So I've watched the film called Sweet Girl, which is also on Netflix, which came out this week, and it's got if your favorite guy from Aquaman in it.
Oh yes! So Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
now
so
you got two steamy shows to be watching.
You're gonna be busy this September, aren't you? Okay, it's not that steamy.
I know this. I've seen the trailer for this film. So I know.
It's not steamy, but just seeing him, you know how much she loves him.
Yeah. So this one is about a father and his daughter who have just lost their mum to a terminal illness, and they're going to sue basically the pharmaceutical company over it.
Stop this kind of treatment.
Yeah, for that the treatment that she was experiencing and the promises that they made and all of this kind of stuff. So obviously they feel like she's been killed by the treatments. Otherwise, she would have lived or survived through it. Yeah. So we see these two go on a journey of how they're trying to get their justice back, basically. But there's lots of plot twists in this film, because I've watched films like this before. We've done the Denzel Washington with his son being in a hospital. He takes the hospital on hostage to get the treatment or whatever. You know, we've seen stuff like this before. But this one comes with a little plot twist that I think you will all enjoy. So without me spoiling it, when you got a bit of free time, it's like 2 hours long. So yeah, just watch it like, you know, attentively, because you might miss a few bits. But it's got a nice plot twist.
Because I've heard people saying that it's a good. So coming from you, yeah, definitely watch it then. Do you know what I mean? I heard that it was good, but it's just like it's just you know, social media picking up something. But yeah, okay, yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, and you watch it for your husband.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then lastly, the last film I've watched, which is it's not an old film because it came out this year in 2021, but it's old in terms of like it's not the new release. It's called Chaos Walking, and it's got Tom Holland in it, who's our resident Spider-Man at the moment. And someone called Daisy Ridley, and basically it's set in the future. You know, it's very sci-fi thriller type of thing, set in the future, but on another planet which looks like Earth. And this part of the planet only has men, just men, young, old, but just men.
Wow.
And everyone's thoughts can be seen and heard. Basically, you don't have to talk; people can read your minds.
Oh my God, I'd be dead.
But it's just,
sorry.
Yeah. So it's just the men on this place until a girl lands. And then that's when the story really starts to pick up, because you start to find out what happened to all the other women and just about women in general. And obviously Tom Holland is the star, so you find out also what happened to him, how he's got to where he's got to. So it's a bit of a roller coaster, and it's quite different from, like, again, a sci-fi set in the future type film, because we've seen some of these type of films before, but this one where people can read your minds or see your minds. So if you're sleeping, they can see your thoughts, because it's all it's very visual. So you see like this bubble above your head, and it shows people what you're thinking. Yeah, or they can also hear it as well. So So without going into it, you get a bit of time as well. Just why you probably have to stream or find somewhere online, because it's not on Netflix.
That would be my nightmare planet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hard, you know, not being able to switch it off. Oh,
you can't switch it off ever.
I mean, it'll be good to know what bitches think about you, but I want no one feel in mind. Honestly, do you know what I mean? Wow, that sounds good. Yeah. So quite a good few films, guys, to watch, you know, and TV shows to kind of get yourself into this time round. So that's it for me.
That show, where is it? Is it on Netflix as well?
No, the film is not on Netflix. You have to stream that. So not all of you stream, so don't play like you don't.
Okay.
So
what's the title?
Chaos Walking.
Chaos. Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Wow.
Chaos Walking with Tom Holland. And he does really well in it. There's bits where I'm like, spider vibe, but he does well. So it's cool.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice. Okay, well, I'll just jump in then. Earlier on this week, and I'm late to the party because it's on TV now, but I've watched Black Widow, where what's her name? Scarlett Johansson, you know, the Marvels film, but it's all based around the Black Widow. We see where she kind of started, and kind of jump into before what's the last film of the Avengers?
Endgame.
Endgame kind of. So and it was pretty good. I mean, let me just quickly tell you guys about which I've already told you, but for the listeners, my cinema experience. I got there to Ilford Cineworld, and I was the only person in that cinema screening, and I was quite happy about that. But 10 minutes into the film, a young lady came in with some kind of device, and it looked like one of those things that you press, and it's got like a red beam. So I was like looking, thinking, what is she doing? And she was pointing it my direction. So I was like, okay. So she stood there for a few minutes and then left. And I thought, well, okay. And then an hour into the film, she comes back and does the same thing. But at this point, I'm texting on my phone. So then she decides she wants to come over to me. So she says, you can't use your phone in here. And I said, okay. And I carried on using my phone. And she saw me and I saw her, and I looked at her like, bitch, say something. Because the only way you're going to not get me to use this phone is if you make me. I wish you because I ain't had a good scrap in a long time. So
settle down, man.
Well, I'm sorry. Mind your business or stop being a job's worth. you know, you saw us the only person in there, and clearly that device, you know, that's when I thought that device is probably some kind of the detection as to whether you're recording, whether you're using some kind of device and you're recording. I wasn't recording, I was texting. And when I got home and I actually relayed this message to Snoop was like, I'm sorry, what film was this? What, that one that everyone can see on TV right now, the one that Scarlett Johansson is actually suing Disney Plus over because they've actually released it, you know, and people can watch it at home. So, okay, so let's say you were recording. Well, you're not recording an exclusive, are you? Because, you know, everyone's got it. Everyone can see it. So I was thinking, exactly. So I don't know why this Jobsworth who's been on furlough for how long and is now deciding to, you know, to exercise, you know, like her job description to the max. Go and sit yourself down. You know, I'm not there with my bloody camcorder and my hoodie up, you know. You know, and I just had to let it be known, like I was still doing it after I saw her look back several times and I thought, come back, come on, come back. Like, because you can't tell me nothing. I paid for my ticket. I'm the only one in. I'm not disturbing anybody and I'm not recording. So go and take a seat. Guys, I was so like, oh, yeah, but anyway, back to the film. The film was actually very good. It was a good film. I enjoyed it. And I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but all I will say, she's got a sister and I loved the sister in the film. I just loved her. She was pretty, but she was so chill as well. Like she was really, really good. I thought it was a good film. Rachel Weisz is in it. Rachel Weisz is aging very well. Like she actually looked quite good in the film, I thought. You know?
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
And the main guy from Stranger Things is in it as well. Not one of the kids, the main guy, the detective or whatever, he's in it. So, but yeah, it was quite, like, I actually thought it was quite good. So yeah, that's me.
Okay. So, off the back of Love Island, guys.
Yes.
How would you guys feel if we had a new host for it? Did you guys like Laura Whitmore doing it? What did you guys think? Because it's coming out that possibly Moira Higgins or could be chosen as the new host, or what's Stormzy's ex called again?
That girl, I can't remember what her
Maya.
name
Is it Maya?
Yes, Maya something. I can't remember.
Maya something.
Yeah.
Could potentially might be rumored to it's what's circulating. Because people were saying that she was a bit biased.
Yeah,
we're just gonna do Love Island because we're still in the heat of it. People were saying that she was a bit biased in her interview and also in her show, The After Sun. So a lot of complaints was going out on that aspect. So I think to me personally, she's a bit of a, nothing against her, but I need more, if you know what I mean, from a host.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I just don't think she's delivering for me. So I would like them to, whether or not these two would be a great candidate, I do not know. But I do feel like, yes, I will be open to someone else hosting the show. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like when somebody walks into the villa, when the host walks into the villa, I would like them to look a little bit more of a sex bomb. Yeah, because Caroline did it for me. Made her soul rest in peace. But that girl knew how to walk it.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? And give it to you. And I just don't feel like Laura does that for me.
Yeah.
And nothing against her again, but she doesn't do that for me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And then obviously when I watched After Sun as well, I'm not really. It's like she's not bad, but she's like could be better. So yeah, I would like somebody who's not afraid to ruffle feathers, basically.
I'm in two minds. I'm in two minds, only because again, Caroline, God rest her soul, she was just unique, and like you said, when she walked in straight away, like she's making you contestants make sure you sit up and you know you look good. I feel like stepping into someone else's shoes after that, you kind of have to go either way, where you're kind of just going to be casual and just relaxed and play it by ear, or you're going to topple that. And I feel like Laura does that. I'm not sure if the producers had any say in how she was kind of like her directive, or how much of it was just her own personal opinion. I don't know how it works with the presenters on Love Island. So I think maybe give her another year, but I feel like it's much bigger than just the presenter, to be honest, with Love Island. It's the whole theme, it's the whole, you know, who we really want to win and what we want to kind of show. type of things. I've read different comments about certain bits were edited for other people, certain dialogues were shown in a certain light. So I feel like it's the whole show. Like, if you want to put a new person in it, cool, fine, but really and truly, you guys are still going to have the same sort of topics, or the way you're going to deliver it's always going to be in a certain light, because you've already got certain favorites in there.
I agree slightly. I agree with kind of both of you. I feel like producers are always there, you know, like controlling the narrative, basically.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think get rid of her. That's what I think. Because whether it's producers or not, you're now the face. Do you know what I mean? Like, yours, especially like on After Sun, and you know me, guys. I'm the Twitter queen, and the way they did Kaz and Tyler on the After Sun, it was as if they hated them, and I did not like it. They didn't give them much talk. They didn't talk about them much, and when they did talk about them, it was always in a negative light. And I think she helped that narrative along very nicely. Kind of. I did not like it, and I just thought, whether it's the producers, whether it's you, I don't care who it is. Get someone else who can do the job properly and at least do it fair. Let's have something fair. And unfortunately, if it's not going to be, you know, like, if it's not going to be done fair, then I'm going to blame the presenter every single year and you know, go off on them like, they need to go. Let's keep getting rid of them until they get it right.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Okay.
Well,
now
on another Love Island.
Okay.
So Molly May.
Right.
So she has now CEO or whatever of Pretty Little Thing.
Yeah.
Now what I want to get to is that she's saying that what she's achieved is not really it's not because of the show Love Island. It's more to do with her drive and ambition. What do you guys think of that? Now, who knew Molly May before that? Now, I have nothing against the girl. She did well for moving on. You know, it's one thing having a spotlight. It's another thing with what you do with it and actually succeeding with it. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. Yeah. And I feel like she did well with that. Do you know what I mean? But you cannot say that, you know, although I know she was already a, what's it called? She was already, you know, like had her own social media following, whatever, but she was not as strong as she was. You know, Love Island did push you up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. And I feel like you've got to give credit a little bit where it's due.
Yeah.
What do you guys?
True, you do.
Because I didn't know her before then.
No, obviously she worked hard afterwards, but obviously it put her on a platform. It gave you the right people to speak to and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, you had to do some work yourself, but it definitely gave you an advantage.
Yeah. I totally agree. I just think, shut up, Molly, mate. I know you want to take yourself, you know, distance yourself away from the show. That's it. Okay, you were influenced. You had a lot of followers, but were Pretty Little Thing calling your name then? No, they weren't. So, you know,
there you go.
And me, that's what I'm saying. She's 22, and no disrespect, you know, I feel like it's just for a look. I don't think what they're going to be getting her to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's really think about it. It's a look. I'm not trying to downplay. She's worked hard. You know, I'm sure eating right and looking good and putting the right massage
and staying relevant.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
Yeah. So, but you know, credit where it's due. You might not like the association, but you worked it. Okay, and you got the best out of it. So, okay, guys, on that note, well done, Molly May. I'll be waiting for you to call me to do my modelling spot on Pretty Little Thing. But
be waiting a long time for that.
Haters gonna hate. So, as always, guys, you can get us on Instagram, Twitter, Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can email us at freepms.ladies@gmail.com. I'm your girl, Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
I'm Nick.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.